You ready? You're listening to the Real Pineapple Podcast Network. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the Gold Globe nominations, and I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. So, I'm actually pretty decently caught up this year. Being unemployed will allow you time for that. But so all the Golden Globe nominations were announced. It's going to be the 82nd edition of the show. I think it's Nikki Glazer hosting, if memory serves, who has gone ahead and killed it, especially with the Tom Brady roast. But good for her. Really happy for her to get this shot. And yeah, we'll see what she can do with it. I'm sure her monologue will be fucking great. So going through the list, I'm just gonna go through all the lists for all the nominees, and then I'll give my thoughts. So for best film drama, we have A Complete Unknown, The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nickel Boys, and September 5th. For best film musical or comedy, we have Anora, Challengers, Emilia Perez, A Real Pain, The Substance, and Wicked. Best female actor in a film drama, we have Angelina Jolie for Maria, Pamela Anderson for Last Showgirl, Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl, Tilda Swinton for The Girl Next for the Girl Next Door, for The Room Next Door, Kate Winslet for Lee, and Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. Best male actor in a film drama, we have Adrien Brody for The Brutalist, Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown, Daniel Craig for Queer, Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing, Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice, and Ray Fiennes for Conclave. Best female actor in a film, musical or comedy, we have Amy Adams for Night Bitch, Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez, Miley Madison for Anora, Zendaya for Challengers, and Demi Moore for The Substance. Best male actor in a musical or in a film, musical or comedy, we have Hugh Grant for Heretic, Jesse Eisenberg for Real Pain, Gabrielle LaBelle for Saturday Night, Jesse Plemons for Kinds of Kindness, Glenn Powell for Hitman, Sebastian Stan for A Different Man. Best film animated, we've got Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Moana 2, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and The Wild Robot. Best film non-English language, we have All We Imagine Is Light, Emilia Perez, The Girl with the Needle, I'm Still Here, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, and Vermiglio, so I'm gonna go with. Best female actor and why just not say best female actress? So anyways, best female actor in a supporting role or film, Selena Gomez for Emilia Perez, Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Margaret Qualley for The Substance, Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, and Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. Best male actor in a supporting role or film, Yura Borisov for Anora, Kieran Culkin for Real Pain, Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice, and Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2. Best director film, we've got Jacques Audiard, I'm going to go with, for Emilia Perez, Sean Baker for Anora, Edward Berger for Conclave, Bradley Corbett for The Brutalist, Coralie Farguet for The Substance, and then Payal Kapdia for All We Imagine Is Light. Best screenplay film, we've got Jacques again, Audiard for Emilia Perez, Sean Baker for Anora, Bradley Corbett and Mona Fastvold for The Brutalist, Jesse Eisenberg for Real Pain, Coralie Farguet for The Substance, and Peter Strahan for Conclave. Best original score film, we've got The Brutalist, Challengers, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, The Wild Robot. Best original song, we've got Beautiful That Way for The Last Showgirl, Compressed for Press for Challengers, El Ma for Emilia Perez, Forbidden Road for Better Man, Kiss the Sky, The Wild Robot, and Mi Camino for Emilia Perez. Cinematic and box office achievement, it's good. We've got Alien Romulus, Beetlejuice, Deadpool and Wolverine, Inside Out 2, Gladiator 2, Twisters, Wicked, and The Wild Robot. I'm really happy for her, but the Cecile B. DeMille Award is going to Viola Davis. And then moving on to television, best television series drama, we've got The Day of the Jackal, The Diplomat, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Shogun, Slow Horses, and Squid Game. Best television series, musical or comedy, we've got Abbott Elementary, The Bear, The Gentleman, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, and Only Murders in the Building. Best television series, best television limited series, anthology series, or television film. True Detective Night Country, Ripley, The Penguin, Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story, Disclaimer, and Baby Reindeer. Best female actor in a television series drama, Kathy Bates for Matlock, Emma D'Arcy for House of the Dragon, Maya Erskine for Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Keira Knightley for Black Doves, Kerry Russell for The Diplomat, Anna Sawai for Shogun. Best male actor in television series drama, Jake Gyllenhaal, Presumed Innocent, Gary Oldman for Slow Horses, Eddie Redmayne for Day of the Jackal, Hiroyuki Sanada for Shogun, Billy Bob Thornton Landman, Donald Glover, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And then best female actor in a television series, musical or comedy, Kristen Bell, Nobody Wants This, Quentin Brunson, Abbott Elementary, Ayo Edebiri for The Bear, Selena Gomez for Only Murders in the Building, Catherine Hahn for Agatha All Along, Gene Smart for Hacks. Best male comedy in a television series, musical or comedy, Adam Brody, Nobody Wants This, Ted Danson, A Man on the Inside, Jason Segel, Shrinking, Steve Martin, Only Murders in the Building, Martin Short, Only Murders in the Building, Jeremy Allen White, The Bear. Best actor, female actor in a television limited series, anthology series, or television film, Cate Blanchett for Disclaimer, Jodie Foster for True Detective Night Country, Kristen Milioti for The Penguin, Sofia Vergara for Griselda, Naomi Watts for Feud, Capote versus Swans, and Kate Winslet for The Regime. Best male actor in a television series, limited anthology series, or television film, Richard Gadd for Baby Reindeer, Colin Farrell for The Penguin, Kevin Kline for Disclaimer, Cooper Koch for Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story, Ewan McGregor for Gentleman in Moscow, Andrew Scott for Ripley. Best female actor, supporting actor on television, Lisa Colon Zayas for The Bear, Hannah how do you say it? Inbinder for Hacks, Dakota Fanning for Ripley, Jessica Gunning for Baby Reindeer, Allison Janney for The Diplomat, and Kylie Race for True Detective Night Country. Moving on, best supporting actor, supporting male actor on television. I'm sorry, sir, I'm going to butcher your name horrendously. Tananobu Asano for Shogun, Javier Bardem for Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story, Harrison Ford for Shrinking, Jack Lowden for Slow Horses, Diego Luna for La Machina, and then Ebon Moss Bachrach for The Bear. Best stand-up comedy on television, Jamie Foxx, What Had Really Happened Was, Nikki Glaser for Nikki Glaser, Someday You'll Die, Steph Meyer for Steph Meyer's Dead Man Walking, Adam Sandler, Love You, Ali Wong, Single Lady, Rami Youssef, More Feelings, and then the Carol Burnett Award is going to go to Ted Danson. So let me take a sip of water because I did all that without taking a sip of fucking anything. I don't really know where to start. So I'm going to be watching a lot. I still have a lot of these to watch. I still need to watch Conclave. I still need to watch Nickel Boys. I still need to watch Anora. So there's several things I still need to watch. I'm trying, people. There's a lot of stuff to watch. So I think for best film drama, I'm really torn on this. But I love the movie so much, so I'm gonna pick Dune Part 2 for that. A Complete Unknown isn't out yet, but I could see that stealing it. But I'm gonna pick Dune Part 2 there. This is the one that probably hurts me the most, is best film, musical, or comedy. Anora, Challengers, Amelia Perez, A Real Pain, The Substance, and Wicked. I haven't reviewed Wicked yet properly. I haven't reviewed, I've done reviews. They're pre-recorded, but I've done reviews for all of these, I think, except for A Real Pain. I think that's the only one I have not seen yet. I like The Substance. I didn't love it. I think it is too long, and I do think that last 30 minutes just gets too gross for me. I think Wicked is a good film, not great, but it's got a great fucking performance. So I'm really torn between Challengers and Anora. I think Anora is going to win it. It's going to be very interesting to see what Challengers does this award season, because you have Zendaya, you have the incredible team of Ross and that tandem. It's going to be interesting to see what Challengers does, but I think Anora is going to potentially pull off the upset here. Now, what I will say, actually, what am I talking about? Wicked's going to win. Jesus, I want Anora to win, but Wicked's going to win. Wicked is going to be very interesting this award season, because I think Wicked could fucking like just go absurd this year. So it's going to be interesting to see, but I think Wicked's going to win that. So it's not out yet, but what I will say is I have seen The Last Showgirl, and I really enjoyed Pamela Anderson. My heart of heart really wants her to win, because I think she will get snubbed personally for an Oscar. I'll get to that in a second, but I honestly hope Pamela Anderson wins. I think she deserves her moment. I think she's really great in the film. And like I said, I think she's going to be left on the outside looking in when it comes to Oscar time. So I think her winning the Golden Globe here would at least be, somewhat of a validation of her work. So I hope she wins it personally. With that said, Angelina Jolie kind of making her return to a film like this, Maria could very easily win. So there is a world where that happens, but I'm gonna stick with I really think Pam Anderson's gonna win it personally. Going on to Best Male Actor in a Film, I think this is Domingos. I think it's I don't think anyone wants to reward Sebastian Stan for playing Donald Trump, which you could argue how fair that is, but I think that the Apprentice, considering what we have to look forward to in January, I don't think anyone's gonna go ahead and be giving him any awards for that. Even though I've heard he's great as Trump, but I think this is Domingos. I think Domingos gonna get a very big Oscar push, and we could be looking at the Best Actor winner personally. I think it's gonna come down to him and Craig. I actually just got a screener for Queer today, so I'll probably be watching that probably this weekend. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to watch that. I'm excited to watch Sing Sing, but I think Domingos got that. Best Female Actor in a Film, I'm not going to take long. Demi Moore, I'm such a fan of hers, and I hope that Doing The Substance was healing for her, considering what a piece of shit Ashton Kutcher is and how he treated her. I hope it was therapeutic for her, and I hope she finds some peace in her performance, because I think she does an incredible job in it. This is the most, I think, stacked category for me, because you've got Mikey Madsen for Anora, who I think is incredible, and I think that might be. I think she's going to win this. I think she's going to win the Oscar personally. I was kind of saying that when I started hearing the buzz in October, and after watching the film, I think she's winning it. So I'm gonna say I think it's Mikey Madsen to win, but I can never count Zendaya. Like this category is the one that's gonna be really hard to determine, because I could see Cynthia Erivo winning for Wicked next year. And I say next year because I think a lot of people, myself included, are saying kind of the same thing of, this is part one of two. What if part two sucks? Like, why do I want to go ahead and, award you for a job that's not completely finished yet? So I think that's going to be, I think she'll get nominated for an Oscar. I think she'll even get nominated again next year, potentially. But I don't think she wins here. I do think that's going to be Mikey Madsen's award. I haven't seen most of these, unfortunately. I really want to see Saturday Night. I just haven't gotten around to checking it out yet. But this is a two-man race for me. It's Glenn Powell's Hitman or Sebastian Stan's A Different Man. I think the transformation that Sebastian Stan makes in this film, I think is fucking incredible. I think he'll be an Oscar-nominated actor when we're having this conversation in February. I think it stands to lose. So I'm picking Sebastian Stan here. I'm gonna go through a couple more of these categories before I get out of here. I just watched, so I haven't watched. I mean, it's not out yet. So Wallace and Gromit isn't out yet. I haven't watched Memoir of a Snail yet. I am not seeing Moana 2 in theaters. Disney, I'm not giving you my money for something that's supposed to be a fucking Disney Plus show that you cited. No, I'm not giving you money for that. But Flow right now is my number one favorite film of the year. I think Flow is absolutely incredible. I think it's amazing. Wild Robot right now is like my number 2 or 3. So I hope it's Flow. So let me put it like this: Disney should not win shit for this category. I don't fucking care how good Inside Out 2 is. It feels like Disney wins for animated films way more than they actually should, especially in the last decade. So no Inside Out 2, no Moana 2, go Flow, go Wild Robot, go Wallace and Gromit. Literally, if anything outside of Inside Out 2 or Moana 2 wins, I'm fucking pleased as hell. Moving on, let's see, I'll throw out best female supporting actor. I liked Ariana Grande in Wicked. I didn't love her in it. I think this is Margaret Qualley's award to win for The Substance. I think her and Demi, the way they work off each other, is fucking insane, and I think she's winning it. So Margaret Qualley has really been on this ascent as far as her career, and has been getting more high profile shit, and she's taking more chances, which I give her just all the credit for. So yeah, I think it's hers to win. Moving on here, best original score. I love the score so much for 3 of these movies I've checked out. I haven't checked out The Brutalist yet, or I haven't checked out The Brutalist, Conclave, or Emilia Perez. Challengers, Dune Part 2, The Wild Robot all have amazing kick-ass scores. If I had to pick, I'd probably go Dune Part 2, just because I do think that score is epic. But I wouldn't be mad if Dune Part 2, Challengers, or Wild Robot wins. I really want Wild Robot to get more credit, because I really just want, like, that's such a great animated film and it deserves more praise. I'm pulling for that one, but any of those 3 would be big wins. I don't really understand why we're doing the Cinematic and Box Office Achievement Award, because it's like Deadpool and Wolverine made more than all of these. So I think either that or Inside Out 2. It's like the highest grossing film. So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming Deadpool or Wolverine's gonna win it. I would assume, but we'll see, I guess. Going on through television, I haven't watched a ton of TV yet. I still need to watch Shogun. I know. I haven't gotten around to it. I watched the first season of Slow Horses and really dug it. Just never got back around to it. I haven't watched Squid Game yet, which I know is insane to some of you. But just because I'm such fans of them and their chemistry, I hope Mr. and Mrs. Smith wins. That show rules, and it should be celebrated way more than it was. And for all of you who talk shit about that movie, acting like Mr. and Mrs. Smith is some great fucking movie anyway, and you got mad because they put 2 people in color in it, first off, fuck you. Secondly, give Donald Glover and Camp their apologies, because in their flowers, because they fucking killed that first season. So yeah, I hope it's Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Going on to musical or comedy, I'm always gonna pull for Abbott. I love Abbott Elementary. I have to watch the next couple seasons of The Bear, but I haven't gotten there yet. Here's what I'm really torn on, because Baby Reindeer, I think, is one of the best things Netflix has ever put out. I think it's an incredible miniseries. With that said, I think The Penguin is fucking incredible. I think that the chemistry between the 2 leads, all the supporting that's a show that just works like a Swiss watch, where it's precise, it's in rhythm constantly. I love that fucking show. So I hope it's Baby Reindeer or The Penguin. God fucking help us if it's that fucking Monsters Allowed Eric Menendez story. I'm so sick of fucking Ryan Murphy being celebrated for capitalizing on the pain and anguish of people. Like, I'm so over his true crime bullshit. So I hope it's The Penguin or Baby Reindeer. It should be one of those. Moving on to best female actor. I'm really happy for Kathy Bates. I actually watched a couple episodes of Matlock, and it's actually shockingly good. But that really is, it's kind of like what's it called, like the Blacklist was for James Spader. Like it really is just the Kathy Bates show, and I'm like, good, because she's the best thing about this. She's awesome in there, so if she won, I would not be mad at all. But I'm such a fan of Maya Erskine. Maya Erskine. I really want her to win. I hope she wins. She's great. But also um I did watch a couple episodes of it, but Anna Sawai, it seems like she's really having a moment. The Actors on Actors that she did with Tom Hiddleston, I came away from that just loving her. So like, she seems so humble and just grateful for the shine she's getting right now. So I really hope it's her. Like, I do hope she wins, but that's a bit of a stacked category. I've heard really great things about Black Doves as well. Shout out to Keira Knightley for getting back in front of the camera. So I don't know. That's a category I think is very stacked. Speaking of stacked, Jesus. Donald Glover, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Eddie Redmayne. I've heard that show's really good. Here's the thing. I hate those what is this? Those Yellowstone shows. Like that, like I hate those shows. I really do. I just think they're just like the bro country stench that comes off those shows. I can't stand those shows. Yeah, nothing about those is for me. So as long as Billy Bob Thornton doesn't win, I'll be real. I'm pretty okay with anyone else winning. I'd be a little annoyed if Gyllenhaal wins just because, all too well. But I hope Donald Glover wins, or Hiroyuki Sanada wins. If it's one, can you just cut the statue in half? Just give half to each of them. That would be awesome. But I think Sanada's gonna win it. If I had to pick, I think Sanada's gonna win it. And then real quick, and then just a couple more here. Best female actor in a television series. I love Agatha All Along. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I love that fucking show. Like, that's a girl power show that works so fucking well, and all those people just work so well together. And I think that's just, I just dig that show really from start to finish. And Captain Han is like the linchpin that holds that show together. So I hope she wins this. I really do. Like, Abbott quit, there's going to be another season of Nobody Wants This. Abbott's not going anywhere. The Bear's not going anywhere. I hope Catherine Hahn gets this. I really do. I think she deserves it. And then as far as best female actor in a television miniseries, I know this is going to be tight because there is Naomi Watts, there is Kate Winslet, there is Sofia Vergara, there is Jodie Foster, there is Kate Blanchett. I think this is Kristen Miliotti's to lose. I think she is way too great on that show. I think more people were talking about her than even Farrell's performance. I think it's her award to win, and I think she's going to win it. And when she does, it's going to be well deserved. And then going on to just because I think it's already had its run, I think that's why Colin Farrell is going to go ahead and win for the Penguin. I think the Penguin's going to double up. I think it's going to win both awards, and I think it's going to be well deserved when it does. So yeah, the Golden Globes will be live on January 5th. I might do a live stream for him. I haven't decided. I might. We'll see. But yeah, y'all. I am gonna go ahead and get out of here. Whew. Oh, God, it's not even 6 yet. That's wild. But yeah, for the rest of the week, I will post my schedule here. After I get off of here, I will be doing a stream Wednesday for some holiday stuff. I'll have some people on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and have my AEW Dynamite stream / review. That'll be later this week, and then I might get into might game a little bit. Might start Batman Arkham Origins just because that is set like on Christmas Eve, if memory serves. So technically that counts as a Christmas game. So I might go ahead and stream that, but I will let y'all know. But everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of your day to go and spend with me. I hope you all stay safe. I hope you're taking care of each other. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Please make sure and take some time to take care of yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. You got to make sure you're taking care of yourself. But everyone, thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you later this week. Stay safe, take care of each other, give someone a hug, give someone a compliment, and never forget, as always, to keep it real. Thank you so much, y'all. I'll talk to you later this week. Cheers.